Good evening, everyone, and welcome. We are Dave and Sandy Humple coming to you live from Yorktown, Virginia, and we're so excited for tonight's training and so excited that everyone took the time out of their evening to get on this webinar. And so tonight we're going to talk about the Loyal Customer Program and talk about the steps to success and how that ties directly towards building Ruby structures and promoting to the rank of Ruby. So the first things first, we're going to talk about the Loyal Customer Program, and what I wanted to say right off the bat is that all the information that I'm going to present to you tonight is available to you in your eSuite, and I just simply went to the document section of the eSuite, and the specific documents that I'm looking for is the Loyal Customer Program rules, the Loyal Customer Referral Program, the compensation plan, and the It Works Global Distributor policies and procedures. I always encourage you, because this is a business and this is your business, that you not take things off hearsay and that you go find the source document and you learn the answers for yourself, because some days someone's going to be looking at you to show them where the answers are, and you got to know where to find them. So after the webinar, please take the time to go find these source documents yourself and keep them as part of your business portfolio as you go forth and build your legacy through It Works Global. The next thing I want to talk about, we'll call it the 70-30 rule. There's basically three entities in the It Works company in our business model, and it's the retail customer, and those are the people that go on and order and pay retail price because they don't want to be a loyal customer, and that actually makes no sense for me, and I'll explain later why. And then you get the loyal customer. They're the customers that sign up to use the It Works products for a minimum of 3 months auto shipment, and they get all their products at wholesale pricing plus a whole bunch of other perks. And then you got the distributor who is based on it, said they want to use the products, but they also want to make money and they want to build business. And so for everyone on this webinar tonight, you're all distributors, but specifically we're talking about loyal customers. Now, what I'm referring to when I say the 70-30 rule is simply this. When you look at your organization, and what I've seen in our organization historically is that 70% of your volume, your sales volume, is made up from loyal customer orders, and 30% is from distributors. And so we need loyal customers because that's where a majority of our volume and our sales come from. You need distributors because the more distributors you have, the bigger your organization builds, the faster it builds. I always like to say that, loyal customers equals volume, but distributors equals residual income, because those distributors will continue to build your organization and bring new loyal customers in. But this 70-30 rule tends to hold true. 70% volume from loyal customers and 30% from distributors. So we've got the Loyal Customer Program. Hopefully you've all seen something to this effect, advertising a Loyal Customer Program and some of the perks that are involved in that. But I want to give you a quick example of how I explain it to people. The example I love to give to people is, hey, you know how Sam's Club works. You've probably been a member or been a member at some point, but you go to Sam's Club and you pay a $50 membership fee, and at that point you get entry into Sam's Club and you get to buy all their goods at wholesale price. So our program works the exact same way. You sign up as a loyal customer, you pay your $50 membership fee, and then you get to buy your products at wholesale price, which is the same price that I get the products for, except we do something really neat. We actually waive that $50 membership fee if you agree to order 2 more times after this order. And that's how I explain it to people. And when I put it like that, they kind of, it makes sense to them. And then right off the bat, you said, I'm going to charge you $50 to become a loyal customer, and they kind of put their guard up, and you said, but I'm going to waive it. And then they let their guard down. So I think you find yourself in a better position when you put it like that. Sandy, did you want to share what you say to people about the Loyal Customer Program?
Sure. Well, first of all, I never really even mention retail unless they demand it. They do not want to be a loyal customer, and that's okay. However, it doesn't make any sense like Dave was saying, so I always explain that, and I break it down for him, how it's cheaper, but I think we'll go into that a little later. So when I'm talking to a customer who's interested in products, I always in my conversation, with, hey, would you like to use our products at a wholesale cost? And when you tell people, I love the Sam's Club idea because I often use that. When you explain that to people that you're going to get it at our cost, which is wholesale cost, and that we're going to waive that $50 membership fee just so you can buy it at our cost. Guess what? You don't ever mention the word commitment. I never say, we have a 3-month commitment you can do. They're going to run the minute you say that because people are afraid of that word. I like to say to them, okay, we're going to get you started on our 90-day regimen because our products are based on the 90-day regimen. We're going to get you started. I'm so excited about this. So what's going to happen is I'm going to go ahead and place your order. It's going to arrive at your house in about 7 to 14 days. And then next month, I'm going to contact you or you're going to contact me, and we're going to figure out what it is that you need because you can order any product that you want for any cost. So meaning that there is not a minimum that they have to order. They can order a bottle of Fat Fighters for $23 if that's what they choose to do. And then that's how I explain it to them. So I never, ever go into detail really about, oh, well, you can be a retail for $99 or you can be a loyal for $59. It's just too much information. I do tell them, once you go into your 4th month, you're going to get free shipping. Once you get into your 6th month, you're going to get 50 free perk points, meaning you can spend $50 on free products. And then when you stay with us for 1 year, this company is going to, celebrate that with you by giving you more free products. I do tell them that. I love the free shipping. People really, really like that, and they like that it's a wholesale cost that they're going to get.
Okay, great. Thank you, Sandy. I appreciate that input. Like I said, everyone always has a different insight in things, and I certainly agree with everything that she says. And I think it's good to point some of those major perks as being a loyal customer out when you're talking about the loyal customer program, which is what we're about to cover here in a minute. One of the things I want to show you, and I said I'll show you why it doesn't make sense for me to order retail, and I give this example here, is here's a person that wants to order a box of wraps for $99, and so they're going to pay $99. And here's a loyal customer that's going to pay $59 for a box of wraps. And let's say next month they change their order to Fat Fighters for $23, and the month after that they change the order to Fat Fighters again for $23. That means they spent $105. And then when you take away the 10.5 perk points they will have earned on that order, they actually only ended up spending $95, and they got 2 extra bottles of Fat Fighters with the wraps for the exact same price. And now they're a loyal customer for life, and now they have all the loyal customer perks for life. So for me, I like to show people this example that they're going to get this free product and become a loyal customer for life for less than it would cost them to order retail and get a box of wraps. So when I say all the perks of being a loyal customer, let's talk about what some of those are. So the first one being is that you get wholesale pricing. You get a box of wraps instead of $99, $59. It's up to 40% savings, and it's the same price that I as a distributor pay. And so people like that. They want to be included. They want to get the good deal that you're getting. The next point to be made about the loyal customer program is simply that, hey, after your 3rd consecutive month of auto ship, starting at your 4th consecutive month, you're going to get free shipping for the rest of your life because you're now a loyal customer for life. And then the next point that I love to make to them is, and this is something I want to make to you, is that did you know loyal customers get free shipping if they order over $125 worth of product? And so whereas we like to really push the skinny pack because it's one of our most popular products, it gives the customer the most effective results, where they get the defining gel and the wraps and the Fat Fighters, and that costs, I think, $112. Well, they're so close to $125, you can explain to them that if they order one more product, that they'll actually get free shipping, and shipping can run anywhere from, I don't know, $6 to $8. So they're getting $6 to $8 off their whatever product they decide to order. And with the skinny pack, for me, a perfect complement is greens. So I always try and get them on the skinny pack, and then I try and add the greens to it to get them over $125, which gets them free shipping and then brings some more BV to your organization. Not to mention the fact that if you get someone on a skinny pack and you get them on the greens, we're going to make a major impact for their health, and they're going to be extremely happy with the results. So that's a little idea that we've been doing for years and we've always shared with the team. But for those of you that are new on the webinar, I wanted to share that with you so you were aware. The next perk that we want to talk about is, well, the loyal customer agreement itself. There's two ways to fulfill it. You can actually complete your 3 months of auto-ship, or you can pay your $50 membership fee. And you can actually pay that $50 membership fee up front and just order once. That's okay. But I think most people prefer to just go ahead and order for 3 months in a row because, as Sandy likes to explain to them, is our products are a 90-day regimen. And what that means is, you can't go to the gym once and expect results, and you're definitely not going to get your best results. But if you go to the gym for 3 months straight for 90 days, you're going to see some real results because our products truly are amazing, and they really do work. I mean, I've seen just numerous, countless examples of how incredible our reps are. So the next perk that I want to talk about is, after they order consecutively for 6 months, they're going to get $50 in perk points. And when I say perk point, that's a dollar for dollar value, meaning if you got 50 perk points, you have a $50 product credit that can be applied towards ordering some of our amazing products. And after a year of consecutive auto ships, you actually earn $150 in perk points. So for me, that's pretty significant, and that's very enticing to the people that are looking to use our products. And the last one is, and maybe it should have been first, is that you earn 10% product credit in Affirm perk points on all orders. So if you order $100 worth of stuff, you're going to get a $10 product credit set to your account. And there is no time limit on how long it takes to use those perk points. Unless you cancel, then I think you have 30 days after you cancel to use your perk points, otherwise they go away. That's the perks. Now, from me to you as a distributor, I want to talk to you about some of the rules concerning loyal customers. And the first one being is there can only be one loyal customer per household. And you can have 5 loyal customers as a household, but only one of them is going to count towards bonuses and commissions. Meaning you're trying to get your 4 loyal customers, so you call your mom and you sign her and your dad and your 2 sisters. That's just not going to work to get your 4 loyal customers. And the rules are pretty straightforward, and they're in those documents that I talked about in the beginning. But the general gist of it is that the intent is for you to go out and get 4 new loyal customers, introduce 4 new people to this product, and they've pretty much got it locked up if you're going to try and get creative and skirt the system and try and get your 4 loyal customers in any other way other than introducing our company and our products to 4 new people. The second thing is you can't have a LC and a DT in the same house, meaning you can't be a distributor and then turn around and sign your husband as a loyal customer. Again, that doesn't really meet the intent. Plus, as with your husband as a loyal customer, then you would be earning perk points on your orders and ordering, earning free shipping, and that's not the intent for the distributors in this company. We have to pay that shipping, and we're not allowed to earn perk points because we're getting paid otherwise. The next thing I want to say is that when you sign a loyal customer, as you can with distributors and orders, you can move a loyal customer to anywhere in your downline. So if you have a distributor who's coming up on the 30 days and they need 1 more loyal customer so you can get your $100 fast start bonus, you can move that loyal customer to them. If you're trying to build volume in a leg to get it to 400 so you can promote, you can move a loyal customer to a distributor in your downline to do that. But I did want to warn you that unlike when you move a distributor, you always remain the enroller regardless of where you put them. But when you move a loyal customer into your downline, the distributor for which you move the loyal customer to, they will now become the enroller of that distributor. And so I don't think that's so important, but what is important to know is that if at some point that loyal customer decides to become a distributor, if they've already completed their loyal customer agreement, no big deal. They're free to enroll under anyone that they want. But if they decide to become a distributor, a month after they became a loyal customer and they haven't completed their loyal customer agreement, they're going to be automatically enrolled underneath the DT that you placed them under. And that could become a big deal when you look at the compensation plan, and a lot of compensations are paid out when you're diamond and above to the people that you personally enrolled, and that could end up costing you thousands of dollars, coming down the road years from now. And so the thing that I'll say, I know for Sammy and I, if we do sign a loyal customer and they turn around and say they want to be a distributor, we'll typically offer to pay that $50 membership fee so they can complete their loyal customer agreement, and at that point they're free to enroll under us at that point. Now this only applies if you move the loyal customer. If they're on your top line, then no issues. So that's the loyal customer program in a nutshell. Now in a little bit we're going to talk about the loyal customer referral program, but before I do, I wanted to talk a little bit about loyal customer retention. And I'll say that, on average, when you get a loyal customer on wraps, which is typically what we do and what you should be doing, that typically after 3 to 4 months of being on wraps by themselves, the loyal customers tend to turn off their auto ship and quit ordering. And I'm not quite sure why, and I know corporate's taken action to try and improve that number, but what corporate also has found is that when you get loyal customers on our people's attentions with the wraps, because we've got something special in a wrap. It's our sizzle product. No one else has it. There's nothing else like it on the market. And we get them signed as loyal customer on the wraps, but then at that point, it's our job to maintain a relationship with that loyal customer. And it's our job to introduce them to our supplements and our skincare and get them on the supplements and skincare, because once you do, you're going to have a loyal customer for life, which means that volume and sales that you get from them, you're going to get every single month. And that's important, because you don't want your volume, if you're building volume and you don't want it to die away after 3 or 4 months because, they didn't want to use the wraps anymore and they don't even know that we have health supplements or skincare. And so all that being said, that's always the approach I like to take, but what's important is that you maintain that relationship. And so we actually have a guest speaker on the webinar tonight, and she's actually a double diamond on this team, and she has a tremendous loyal customer retention rate, and that's because she makes it her priority to maintain relationships with each of her loyal customers and contact them at least monthly. And so tonight she wanted to share with us how exactly she keeps track of all that. Virginia, are you there?
I am. Can you hear me okay?
I hear you fine, and this is Virginia Hensley, okay. Double Diamond.
All right, thanks guys. I'm definitely going to be talking about how I track my loyals. Where this all stemmed from was the post that I put out on Wrapping Your Dreams team page. Got a lot of response from that, and so it really just fit very well with the webinar that was going on tonight. So Dave asked if I put on or kind of talk about how I track my loyals and how I maintain that volume. So I did talk to a couple of you about how I do that, but I also want to kind of branch out and explain why and where this all came from. When I first started, with It Works, my original thought process with other customers was pretty much the golden rule is what popped in my mind, and I just thought about how I would want to be taken care of as a customer myself. So, that's where I developed the spreadsheet idea and the maintaining my customers' auto ships and making sure that they were taken care of every month. Of course, they get great customer service, but in return, I receive a ton of volume that, if they would have fell off after 3 months, I wouldn't have had. So I wouldn't be making as much money had they fall off. It's so much easier to maintain loyals than to replace them. So I really highly suggest you guys just making sure you keep in contact with your loyals every month, suggest, ideas to them, advice, new products. They're going to appreciate that. And just kind of think about it in yourself. Like if you were, that customer and no one was really contacting you, you would just kind of, after 3 months, just say, do I really need this stuff? That's where it's just so important that they see you as a person and not just, a company or just, somebody on a computer. It just builds that relationship. So how I track my customers, first, I have a Gmail account. So if you guys don't have an email account, it's okay. You can track them just using, Excel. But I highly suggest Gmail because it's really user-friendly, and it also has this program called Google Drive. Okay, how to use Google Drive to track. So from your Gmail account, you're going to go into the upper right-hand corner. There is a square that's actually broken up into many different squares. You want to click on Drive, which is one of the options, and then go to Create. It's going to give you an option to create, a document, a drawing, a spreadsheet. You, of course, want to click on Spreadsheet. You're going to need 6 columns. You can make the columns and you can name them whatever you want, but this is what I named my columns. Starting from left to right, I have customer name, username, password, start date, auto ship date, and change to auto ship. On the next page, it's going to show you what that looks like. So if you look at that picture, you can see customer name is the first column. Then I have username. That's just what corporate assigns them once you sign them up. I also have their password. In a year and a half, I had maybe 2 customers sign up on their own where I didn't actually physically sign them up through eSuite. So I literally have every single password, or I've made up every single password that my customers have. I just make them up and I make them real easy for me because really I'm the only one going in there. The next column is start date. So when started, the reason you want that and why it's important to have that, because you're going to talk about those customer, perk points. When they hit 6 months, being on an auto ship, they're going to get an extra $50 in free product. So that's a great way to track when their 6 months are coming up, so you can talk to them about that and, of course, retain them. And then you also want a column for auto ship day, because your customers might want to change their day throughout the month depending on when they get paid, or if they're going on vacation, or just they ran out of a product and they need it sooner. So that's going to be different than their start date. So make sure you have the auto ship day as well. And you might have to change it a couple times, depending on the month. And so what you would do is just copy. You click on the left-hand side and just copy it, and then just paste it wherever it needs to go, because your auto ship day is what you want to have in chronological order. As you can see, it's kind of hard to read, but the first one is the 1st. Then I have somebody running on the 3rd, the 5th, the 6th, the 8th, the 9th. So they're all listed there, and they're in chronological order. So sometimes I'm constantly moving people around depending on, if they change the day that they want it to run. The last column is also super important. If you're like me, I forget a lot of things. So I have a column for whether or not I actually changed, the date, or I'm sorry, changed the auto ship itself. Especially when you start getting a lot of customers, you can totally forget whether you did it or not. So everybody at the beginning of the month is set to no, I haven't changed it. And then as I work my way through the month, I start flipping everybody to yes, I have changed it. So I know I don't need to do that one again. And that's pretty much, how I track. I put it even out there. I said, this is a really basic, simple, plan, but I will tell you it has saved my life. Okay, I just kind of want to talk a little bit about why, this has been so beneficial to me. Of course, I'm going to maintain volume, doing this. As I add more customers throughout the month, when you have those, loyal customers that have been with you for, whatever months they have been, it's great to have that volume still coming in on top of the new people. So of course that's going to build your wallet. You're going to make more money. Another great thing that has helped me is that I've been able to promote because of these people. I've had, distributors who, maybe started off running or maybe didn't start off doing anything at all, but I placed these customers underneath them. And what's fabulous is that, they're still ordering products, so that distributor, although they're not working, they're doing the 400 every month. So, when it's time for me to promote, I don't need to worry about putting, new loyal customers under there or getting volume placed under them, because they're already, those loyal are already getting that bonus volume to where it needs to be. So please, if you just take anything from, from this, really build that rapport with your customers, because it's really going to benefit you. I will tell you right now, I wouldn't be a double diamond had I not, tracked my customers and built that rapport with them. I had about 8 people just recently hit the $150 free product, so I had to call them up and, tell them, hey, you got 2 products, to go shopping with, which is really cool and exciting, and, it's just awesome to share that with them. I wanted to add a couple of things as well. When my loyal customers, when I sign a loyal customer, right away, I put all that information in the loyal customer auto ship, template. Because if you don't, you might forget, and that would not be a good thing. So right after I sign them on eSuite, just go into your Google Docs, go into your loyal customer auto ship template, and put their name, username, password, and all that information in there. And then I just go right back to Gmail, and I create, or I compose a message to them, and I welcome them as a loyal customer. And I also send them, whatever products they ordered. I always send them the FAQs, the frequently asked questions, which you can get from your eSuite under Documents, and then under Product Information, I have them all saved in my Google Drive. So easy to, to pull up and send in an email. I know that's been really beneficial because, then they have the information in front of them, and they're not like getting the product and wondering what the heck they're supposed to do with it. Also, with maintaining this relationship with people, a lot of times when you tell them about perk points, they're really excited about it, but then they forget. 3 months go by and they totally forget that they get free shipping after, 90 days and all those great things, incentives that the company gives them. So this is a great way to remind them, and constantly talking about new products, and giving my testimonies on, Confianza and, Leaf, and all these great products that we have that they have no clue about, because, our flagship product is wrap. So most people know it's that, or, because of that, but we have so many other great products, and this is an opportunity for you to share them. The last thing that I was going to mention is that, I don't know if you guys are friends with me, you can actually, on Facebook, you can see, I just posted, and Missy and I and Carolyn, went to a One Team, One Mission, and the lady speaking talked about, welcoming your loyal customers on Facebook and tagging them in it, and then talking about the customer, program. Please start doing that. That's a great way to get more customers. I've gotten more customers from that. Especially when you have mutual friends with that customer, because then your mutual friends see like, oh, well, she believed in it, maybe I'll give it a try. So if you don't know what I'm talking about, you can go on my Facebook page and actually see what I just posted. Also on your loyal auto ship or loyal customer auto ship spreadsheet, at the bottom, if you have somebody cancel, save that information. Don't get rid of it. Just have like below, I have like a canceled account, and I just have everybody's information. I just cut and paste it down there, because I have had so many people turn their auto ships back on, and it was so easy to just grab that information again and log back in and sign them back up. So don't get rid of that information. If they cancel, save it to somewhere on your spreadsheet.
I love the idea of sending them a welcome email, maybe with your contact information and then some product information sheets on the stuff that they ordered. Again, this is all about maintaining relationship, reminding them about perk points, introducing new products because they're going to want to keep ordering and trying new stuff. The other thing that you said that I really like is, tagging your new loyal customers in a Facebook post. The only thing that I'll preface is make sure you get that person's information first because they may be rapping but don't want anyone to know. So make sure that it's okay with them, and at that point, go ahead and tag them. Thank you so much for sharing that with us. The reason I wanted Virginia to come on is because she is it in terms of loyal customer retention because she takes the time to track her loyal customers. She contacts each and every one of them every month and talks to them about their products and how they're doing, and she introduces new products to them, so they're constantly trying new stuff, and she's keeping loyal customers for years at a time as opposed to them quitting like 3 months after joining. Okay, so we're going to keep going here. So we talked about the loyal customer program. We talked about how to present it. We talked about the perks. We talked about some of the rules that were so important. And then we talked about why loyal customer retention is so important, and then gave you some tools on how to actually do that. The last thing I want to talk about tonight is the loyal customer referral program. And I'll be honest with you, we just kind of really got reminded of this program when we were at our last One Team, One Mission. It's something that we never really took advantage of. But the more and more I think about this loyal customer referral program, the bigger it gets for me. And we talked a little bit about this last time when we were talking about parties and using this as an incentive to book parties off of parties. And so what you're looking at here is a flyer for your customers. It talks about, hey, if you share these wraps on either Twitter or Pinterest, you're going to get $10 in perk points. Remember, that's $10 in product credit. And then every time someone clicks on one of those links or goes to your personal landing page as a loyal customer and becomes a loyal customer, you either get a free box of wraps or $35 in product credit. And that all has to happen within your first 30 days. We'll talk about that in a second. Now, this is the flyer that we use to explain the program to loyal customers, but then this is the flyer that they created to explain it to you. So basically, every time you sign a loyal customer, they get their own personal landing page. It's like their own website where people can go to and actually shop off of their landing page. And so when they send out their links via social media, it's actually a URL, a link to their website. And when people sign up, those loyal customers actually fall underneath that loyal customer. Okay? And that's, now you don't get credit for those loyal customers. Like if you sign Sally and then Tim, Harry, and John sign up under Sally, you still only sign one loyal customer. So you can't say, well, I got 4 loyal customers or I'm doing app reward. That's not how this works. But how it does work is all this volume compresses up to that loyal customer's volume. It compresses up to your top line, which means you're getting paid 10% on that. And I'm going to give you some examples of why that can become very important to you as you're building your organizations. So the loyal customer referral program is pretty simple. They get their own landing page, basically their own website. It's a unique URL to them, and when they share, hit that share button on social media, they get $10 in product credit, and if anyone enrolls as a loyal customer through one of those links or on their personal website, they get that box of wraps and or that $35 in perk points. Now, this is only good for their first 30 days, meaning they enroll today, they have 30 days. Anyone that signs up on their website or off their link within the first 30 days is going to earn this box of wraps or $35 in perk points, and there's no limit to that. So let them know the more people they introduce this to, the more people they share it to, the more people they get to sign up, the more product credit or wraps they're going to get for free. And there's no limit to that within the first 30 days. So I wanted to share with you, I don't know how many of you have actually looked at a loyal customer website before, but I actually went in and logged into one of my loyal customer websites, and this is what it looks like. And so right here it says, hey, share your landing page, And if you click on that, it'll take you to this page right here. And all you have to do is select Twitter or select Pinterest, and it'll actually post a link to your Twitter account or to your Pinterest account, and it'll deposit $10 product credit into your account. Now, if anyone clicks on those links or goes to your URL, of course, the loyal customer is going to earn these prizes. Now, the next thing that I wanted to show you was if you were to actually go to that website, type in their URL into your browser and hit enter, this is where it would take you. This is what a loyal customer landing page looks like. It's their own personal website. And so if you actually go through as a customer and click on Shop Now, you go through and order what you want and you hit Checkout, it's going to bring you to this page where you can enroll with an auto ship and become a loyal customer. And then that's going to be credited to their account so they can get their free box of wraps worth $35 in product credit. Now, for me, why this is so important is I think we can really take advantage of this. What if you could sign a loyal customer on a box of wraps for 54 BV, and all of a sudden that turned into a 400 volume leg for you? Because when you sign a loyal customer, and I don't care if it's at a party or one-on-one, I want you to go to that loyal customer and say, hey, if you have a party for me, every loyal customer I sign, I'm going to sign up via your personal landing page, and that's going to earn you a box of wraps or $35 in product credit, your choice. So if the more people you invite, the more people that sign, the more free product you're going to earn. And that's going to be very enticing to people. So let's say you sign Sally and you say, Sally, listen, you're a loyal customer now. You can go share this on social media, earn $10 in product credit. If you can have a party for me and you can have as many parties as you want. You want to have 5 parties in the next 2 weeks? Let's do it. But every person I sign as a loyal customer from your party, I will put under your landing page, which is going to earn you a whole bunch of free wraps or product credit. They're going to want to do that. Now, let's just imagine you sign a loyal customer and you're trying to build someone to 400, or you're trying to build your own volume, whatever, and you move that loyal customer for 54 BV. And then that loyal customer has a party for you, and you end up signing 4 more loyal customers. All that volume compresses up. Now all of a sudden that loyal customer is a 400 BV order instead of 54. This could be potentially huge for you if you take advantage of it to build your business. This can really build your volume. And people are going to be interested because everyone wants something free. So let me get this straight. If I have a party, I'm going to earn free wraps and free product credit, and the more people I invite, the more people you're going to sign, the more I'm going to earn. I'm in. I want to do that. And everyone's going to want to do that. So use this as an incentive to book yourself more parties. Get yourself a couple parties booked, and then start booking parties off of parties. Never leave a party without booking another party, and you can use this loyal customer referral program as a huge incentive because everyone is going to be interested in doing this. So for me, that's huge, and I highly encourage all of you to utilize it. So the next thing we're going to talk about, we're done with loyal customers. Now we want to talk about the steps to success. And I'm going to talk about this a little bit. I'm not going to get into it too much because next week's training is going to kind of talk about this and then some, and I'm pretty excited about that. I've already started working on it. But we wanted to show you basically for the new distributors how these loyal customers are designed specifically to tie in to the rank of Ruby. See, this is a Ruby chart. And to get to Ruby, you have to have 3 distributors on your top line, and one of those distributors has to have 2. And when all those distributors accumulate at least $400 in sales, you promote to the rank of Ruby. And it's that simple. So notice the steps to success say 3 distributors. Well, there would be your 3 right here. And then you teach these steps to success to your 3 new distributors, and then they sign 3. You now have the structure for Ruby. Now, the 4 loyal customers come in, and that if you take the average order of a loyal customer is 80 BV, and then so 80 times 4 is 320, plus your 80 BV auto ship, that puts you at 400. So this isn't by chance. This is by purpose. It ties perfectly with the Ruby structure. So if you complete your steps to success and you teach your new distributors to complete their steps to success, you will go to Ruby naturally within your first month. And if we're utilizing that loyal customer referral program, maybe that first 2 loyal customers and a couple resultant parties is going to put this leg over 400 without ever signing more than 2 loyal customers. So this could be potentially huge for you. So that's how the steps to success tie to Ruby. And now I'm going to give some final thoughts. Okay, we talked about this last week, but I thought it was so important that I'm going to keep talking about it. Don't overcomplicate this business. Keep it simple. Blitz, wrap, repeat. And the intent of that statement is simply this. Your job is to go introduce this to people and get the wrap on people. The wrap will sell itself. Party, party, party. The more parties you have, the more people you're going to sign. The fact of the matter is every time you have a party, you're going to end up signing at least 1 loyal customer or 1 distributor. On very rare occasions, does it not happen? Okay, so if you have a party every day, you would probably sign someone every day, which means you would sign 30 people a month, which means you could probably build a whole diamond structure in 1 month just by having party after party after party. Well, if we take this concept that we get these parties and then we book parties after parties, maybe you have a party with 5 people and you end up booking 3 parties off of that, and then you sign all those loyal customers, and all those loyal customers wants to have party. That could just really explode into like this party frenzy that could build your team at an amazing pace. But the bottom line is your job is to get in front of people and get the wrap on them. Your job is not to sit on your computer behind Facebook all day. It's to get out there and get face-to-face with people. You may utilize your computer and Facebook to get face-to-face with people, but at a certain point, you're going to actually have to open up a wrap and put it on somebody and share it with them. And that's what's going to make your business boom. Utilize that loyal customer referral program to boost your volume. In my mind, if we start using this the way it's supposed to, we can start making loyal customers 400 volume orders each one by booking parties after party using that program. If you're new in this business, I just showed you how the steps to success tie perfectly to the rank of Ruby. In my mind, because you're going to get your steps to success done, your first goal should be Ruby, okay? And then once you can get to the rank of Ruby, you've already proven you know how to do it. All I want you to do is simply do it again, and that's going to make you go emerald. And then if you could do that, I'm going to tell you to do it 1 more time, and that's going to make you go diamond. And so I'm not going to go further than that because that's what we're going to be talking about next week. I'm going to show you how to get to the rank of diamond. I'm going to show you all the tips and tricks for charting and how to build your organization. I'm going to show you how building a Ruby a month for 3 months will get you to diamond in 3 months. I'll show you how to get to diamond in 1 month if you want it, but that's got to wait till next week. The next thing I want to say is, hey, look, if you're not already booked and have your tickets for Limelight 2015, you need to. If you're serious about this business and you're serious about changing your family's life and you're serious about making a legacy for you and your family, then you need to make it your #1 priority to get to conference in January. It's in Orlando, Florida. All I'm going to say to you is I promise you it will be life-changing for you. No one has ever made the commitment to go to conference and regretted it. And as the saying goes is not everyone that goes to corporate events is an ambassador, but I can guarantee every ambassador goes to corporate events. And when we talk about corporate events, conference, Limelight 2015 is the mecca of all events, and it's going to be life-changing for you. You're going to be surrounded by thousands of people, like-minded people, positive energy. You're going to hear the stories of success from everyday people like you and me. You're going to get the tools you need to go out and build your business and build it big. And I guarantee, the last corporate call we heard, they said the good bonus is going away. And that is so super exciting for me because what that tells me is there's something huge coming in January, and I am beside myself with excitement waiting to hear what it's going to be. But what I'm telling you, just trust me. If you're serious about this and you want it, you need to be there. You need to make it your priority. Do what it takes to get there no matter what, and I promise you it will be life-changing for you. Okay? The last 2 points I want to make is this, and we made this last week, but I want to say it again. Every distributor in It Works, all 70,000 of us, have the exact same product lines and the exact same compensation plan. So the only difference between you and the #1 money earner, the only variable is you. You're the one that gets to decide if you're going to be successful or not at this. You're the one that can make it happen. It's not the compensation plan. It's not the products. It's you. So the ball's in your court. And I guess I'll just kind of leave it at that. And the next thing I'll say is It Works has provided us a vehicle towards financial freedom. It has provided us a vehicle to build a legacy for our family unlike any vehicle I've ever seen. Chances are wherever you are today, whatever job, just over broke job that you're working right now, that is not the vehicle. That's not the answer. That's going to limit you in how big you can dream in life because you're going to be limited in how much growth you have. But what I'm telling you is with It Works, with this vehicle, this tremendous opportunity that they provided us, it is unlimited. If you understand and study the compensation plan, and you all know it as well as me someday, you'll realize that there is no limit. The more sales that your organization causes for the company, the more money they're going to pay you. And so if you cause $1 billion in sales, they're going to pay you about $256 million in commissions. And so you're not going to find another opportunity like this. I haven't seen one in my entire life, and I don't expect to see another one. And so what I'm telling you is get in that vehicle now before it leaves and drive it. Drive it like you stole it. With that being said, good night, everyone, and happy wrapping.